Yeah, boy. This is Pilot Tales here with one of the holy grails of all time of Sonic the Hedgehog action figures. Here, I'm so excited to tell you about the Supersonic Classic and Supersonic Modern 2-pack. As you can see, there is a Toys R Us exclusive sticker, so don't ask me where I got it. If you want to find one or try to find one, go to your local Toys R Us. Thank you very much. On another note, on this review, I'll be doing the usual sculpt, articulation, accessories, pros and cons, and warnings. So right here, I'm going to just rush ahead and show you the box. The safety tested, as I said before, Toys exclusive sticker. Same anniversary 20th Sonic the Hedgehog mark from Jazwares' boxes. Supersonic Classic and Modern. And the top of the box is Sonic Thru Time. I already opened the box because I couldn't not open it. The exact same bio, which if you've seen my reviews, I'm not reading again, and all the exact same brand information basically. So I'm just gonna jump straight ahead into getting with these figures. Yeah, they slide out just like that. If you open them, there will be twisty ties around them, lots of them in fact, and rubber bands holding them in place. The best part about these are that they're made from the lighter heads, so they will stand up, mind you. And without further ado, here are the figures. Before I even say anything about them, let me just say how dead on they are. I mean, they're just dead on to the actual design. They just look amazing. And I'm going to start with a close-up of Modern Sonic, although that was my last review. Okay, before anyone says anything about my typo in my voice talking about Modern Sonic first, that wasn't my last review. My last review was a 5-inch Classic Sonic. But yeah, this head sculpt is amazingly dead on. Although the eyes are painted on a little too skewed to the left, but it's not a big deal, you can't really see it. The ears are much bigger than the last 5-inch Sonics, which is more close to the Unleashed and Colors proportion standards. The hair just looks exactly like Supersonic, exactly like the 3-inch. And the head is in two pieces, I mean three. One is the muzzle, one's the back, the bottom part of the head, and the other part's the top. It's made of this nice squishy material that you can squish. Probably some matte plastic of some sort. The entire head on the outside is hollow. I mean on the inside is hollow. That I can show you. There's nothing in there. I bet you still can't see that though. Disembodied Sonic. But don't worry, the head stays on tight. Takes actually a sufficient amount of force to get it off. And the head joint is fairly tight, so no worries about that. Has a frown across his face, as all Supersonics should. And now for the articulation. The shoulders up, around, down, as with the normal Jazwares 5-inch figures and 3-inch figures. But this time the elbow gets a swivel like the old 5-inch Sonic did. And the elbows, combined with that, there's a lot more personality in the articulation. The wrists swivel. The legs go back, and this time they actually put a swivel in the knee, probably to simulate a thigh swivel of some sort, which is kind of weird because they kind of messed up the stops on the knee, but it's not really noticeable, at least I don't think it is. And the feet also swivel. So that's really it. Okay, now looking at the Classic Sonic, this is like a whole another level of accurateness. This is exactly dead on. Like, I think this is how he would look in Generations, in all honesty. He gets the elbow swivel as with the last normal 5-inch Sonic. The head turns, and I can't pop it off to show you because it's on a really, it's just really well made. A lot more well made than the Modern Sonic, but the Modern Sonic is a problem all his own, so we'll leave that alone. But his legs go forward and back. I personally don't think he needs knee articulation. I think it's not worth messing up the leg sculpt of the figure, in all honesty. The waist, turns a little more easily than the normal 5-inch Sonics. And he gets the elbow swivel, as I said before. Lots of personality there. Although the eyes should be green, they still do look cool like this. So Jazwares gets props for that. Oh, did I tell you guys there were accessories? Because there really aren't any. But these are two awesome looking figures. God damn. In terms of the pros and cons, there really are none. Both are prone to falling equally. They both do stand up. Classic Sonic definitely stands up almost all the time. He'll only fall when he's leaned back a little. I've tried standing them up a lot. Supersonic can do a lot of great poses now, thanks to his much, much better articulation. And right now, I'm probably going to do a comparison with the older figures, or normal form figures. So here's a comparison between the two classic figures, normal and super. As you can see, Jazwares has done a great job here embracing the difference between the two, as the super has just a much more different and serious look on his face. They both have the same articulation, but the normal classic Sonic, sorry, all these different Sonic iterations, they're jumbled up in my head, but the normal form has a bit wider of a face than the supersonic, but it's not really that noticeable. And I think there's a very well done difference between the two, so Jazwares, thank you for that. Okay, now sadly, here's the comparison to Jazwares' iteration of normal Sonic. Jazwares has done us a huge favor changing the hell out of this body and sculpt. First of all, why is Sonic's belly so round here? I agree with Supersonic's more just kind of egg-shaped muzzle belly there. It just looks a lot better. And what I can really say is I'm glad they redesigned the shoes, although these were based off the Secret Rings and Black Knight design. But from this, my recommendation to Jazwares is probably to come up with a new 5-inch figure. But they probably won't, seeing as they already re-released the normal version of this figure as the 2011 Sonic quote-unquote, which just sucks. But yeah, he gets all the articulation. He gets not really any articulation. And overall, the sculpt is just better. He has a much, much better open hand. More like the Unleashed in Colors form, as I said before. So all I think they have to do is sculpt a new Sonic head, stick him on here, have all this gold be blue, and they've got a winner. Guys, I mean really, in all honesty, no amount of words I say can tell you how good these figures are. You have to get your hands on them yourself. As I said at the beginning of this review, this is one of the holy grail of Sonics. Never have they given us more than one Super Sonic, and all the Super Sonics before the 3-inch one were basically crap. And by that I mean the Superposer, which I wish I could find a way to dispose of, but I won't do it just to keep it. But yes, these figures are freaking amazing. Find a way to get one, pick one up, enjoy it. Now I just have to wait for some kind of way to get Classic Tales. And basically that's all I've got to say, so this is Pilot Tales, signing off. Thanks for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe, tell me what you think. And that's really all I've got to say, as I've said a million times already. Later.